What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of the Elite Fleet. And when I call this the best dating channel on YouTube, when I call this the best dating and relationship channel on YouTube, it's because of stuff like this. I just put up a video not that long ago where a dude had just asked me about dating bi chicks. And lo and behold, there's this text thread that's going viral online right now dealing pretty much exactly with what I was just talking about. So we're not going to waste too much time. I don't like wasting too much time over here, so let's get right into it. So this girl, her name is crazy. I guess it's supposed to be Shalavelle. I don't know. But either way, she's showing this text thread where her man apparently left her at a birthday party because she kissed a girl at the party. All right, now let's get into it. Let's read the details. So it starts from his message, and he says, "I'm leaving. You disrespected DF, which is the fuck, out of me, and embarrassed me in front of everybody." She goes, "How are you going to leave and we came together? You really tripping. We all having fun playing truth or dare, and you in your feelings." Now, let me just tell you this right now. If your girl even signs up to play truth or dare, you should probably just dump her. First of all, no grown woman should really be playing truth or dare. Truth or dare is a game for kids and whores. Let it breathe, run it back. I said truth or dare is a game for kids or whores. Because what you have to understand about truth or dare now, I did a video where I talked to you guys before about like the value of having female friends, and when you're an alpha or a sigma male, you get invited to kickbacks, right? Like girls like to have game nights or they have girls nights, right? But if you're not a dude who's cool with women, what you won't know is that at every time a woman has a game night or girls have a game night, right? They usually invite men. Now they'll invite like 3 to 4 usually, right? Men. There'll be way more women than men, but they bring 3 or 4 men. And what they do is they bring men who they view as conventionally attractive and men who they view as sigma or alpha, because they know these dudes generally get women, and so they're not going to run their mouth. And the point of having these dudes there is because when women come together for game nights and they get drunk, and they start twerking and bisexual shit goes on, and eventually they may want some D. And you're there basically to supply the D without running your mouth, right? So a lot of guys don't get invited to these things. But, now if you're younger in like college and stuff, it's a lot easier to get an invite. But the older you get, the harder it is to get the invite. But I say all that to say, generally at women's game nights, they'll bring up either truth or dare or never have I ever. Now you have to understand, truth or dare and never have I ever are messy games. Why? Because the whole point in never have I ever is to expose the whores in the room. The girls already know the whores in the room, but they want everyone to know who the whores in the room are. And the whole point in truth or dare, nobody ever really says truth. If you ever hear truth in a game of truth or dare, someone's being messy. But 9 out of 10 times, it's going to be a dare. And the dare is almost always going to be some sexual shit. And I'm not talking about normal sexual stuff. Guys, in real life, like I've been to many kickbacks, right? Invited by several different women, like of all different races and at different points in my life. And every time a game of truth or dare has ever been brought up, some wild stuff goes down. I'm talking about some I dare you. Like one truth or dare game I was at a girls' night, they dared this white dude to eat this black girl's cat. And he started eating her cat in the middle of the party. And like he was going to town, bro. You know what I'm saying? Another time they dared this girl to suck this other girl's titty. Another time they dared this dude to suck a chick's titty. Another time they dared these girls to kiss. They dared this dude to make out with that girl, blah, blah, blah. People were sneaking off in the bathrooms. So the whole point in truth or dare basically is to set off a freak off. But it's like to do it in a way like, kind of like how I tell you guys all the time, you have to make women comfortable before like they'll do freaky shit. It's kind of the same concept, right? So you get some alcohol in people and you start the game of truth or dare to basically pop the freak off. So everybody got an excuse. Well, I just did it because I was dared, or I just did it because they got 2 different excuses. 1, they were dared, and 2, the alcohol, right? Now, I'm going to say this. If your girl's not a whore, she's probably not even going to play truth or dare. There, all these game nights, there are certain girls who won't even play truth or dare because they're like, I'm not about to do this. Or they'll play, but every time they get asked some nutty stuff, they'll say no. Like there was one girl with big ass titties who was at one of the girls' nights, game nights that I was talking about, and someone dared her to let another girl suck her titties, and she said no. You know what I mean? So sometimes, your girl will say no or she just won't play at all. But if your girl is playing and she's participating, she's a hoe. There's not no ifs, ors, maybes, what if, Alex, this. She is a hoe because she knows she's going to get asked to do something sexual. And if you have a man, why would you ever put yourself in a situation to be asked to do something sexual to anybody that's not your man? You would not. Or if you were, you would say no. So just an early gem for y'all about Truth or Dare. If your girl is even down to play Truth or Dare, she's a hoe. Any girl who's down to play Truth or Dare is a hoe. I used to identify the hoes at the girls' game nights by literally who was playing Truth or Dare and who wasn't. Even though the girl with the big titties who said no to letting the other girl suck her titties, I did eventually end up smashing. But that's neither here nor there. It wasn't easy is the point. Anyways, getting back to the text thread, right? So she said, we're having fun playing Truth or Dare and you and your feelings, right? He goes, in my feelings, you kissed another person in front of me, Chevelle. That's some foul shit. She goes, I kissed a girl and it's my birthday party. Now I want you guys to realize something else about women. They love to use their birthday as an excuse to be whores. Nobody has a problem with you having fun on your birthday. But if your idea of fun on your birthday is to go outside butt naked, you know what I mean? And pop your bare pussy in front of everybody and show everybody your breasts and just be out here kissing girls and riding random dudes and just doing all types of wild nut shit, then yeah, you a hoe. Your birthday doesn't give you an excuse to be a hoe. Now again, just like I said about Truth or Dare at the game nights. A girl who's not a hoe is not going to do all this because it's her birthday. She might go out and shake some ass, right? But she's not going to go out with her coochie hanging everywhere, her titties hanging everywhere. She's not going to go out kissing girls, riding on random dudes, or doing none of that nut shit. If a girl is doing that and using her birthday as an excuse, you have to realize that's just what she is. It's a lot of early gems in this video. So a girl who wants to go out and dress like a hoe, act like a hoe on her birthday, it has nothing to do with her birthday. Her birthday is just an excuse. Women like to cover up their promiscuous behavior. So the birthday is the cover. But at the end of the day, this is stuff she's been wanting to do the whole year. You in a relationship with a hoe, which a lot of men are in relationships with hoes because they can't tell the difference. Especially dudes who don't have a lot of experience or dudes who just freaked out themselves or dudes who are rich. Dudes who are freaked out themselves and dudes who are rich sometimes think they can control a hoe. You can't control a hoe. It's impossible. It's impossible. You can be a hoe with her and hope she act right, which is a mistake. But I could save the reason that's a mistake for another video. Or you can just, smash her a few times and let her go back to the streets from when she came. But trying to be in a relationship or turn a hoe into a housewife or even out freak a hoe, you're not going to be able to do that. Right? So if your girl on her birthday wants to go out and do hoe shit, what she's telling you is, I was a hoe before you came and my coochie been itching to do some hoe shit this whole time. So I needed an excuse and my birthday is the excuse. A good girl is a good girl all the time because it's not an act. That's just who she is. You know what I mean? Well, I shouldn't even say a good girl, traditional woman. Because there's nothing wrong with your girl having some freak to her as long as it's with you, But I digress. Anyways, so she goes, I kissed a girl and it's my birthday party. I'm enjoying myself. You act like I kissed a dude. I was dared to do it. So I did it. See what I'm saying? Somebody dared her to kiss a girl. Now, if someone's at a birthday party with their man and you know they're in a relationship, why would you even dare them to kiss a girl? I mean, you could have even dared them to have a threesome. Now, I wouldn't even dare that, but I'm just saying it would have been better than that. Why would you dare someone you know in a relationship to kiss a girl? This is what I'm telling you. When girls play Truth or Dare, they do it to be messy. Women are way freakier than y'all think. They'll play Truth or Dare and dare you to kiss a dude or dare someone to eat another girl's cat because they get turned on by it. They just want to see it. That girl at the party who dared the white dude to eat the girl's cat I was telling y'all about earlier probably just wanted to watch it. It's like a real life porno. It probably got her going. You know what I mean? And, they out there, they dare other girls to suck other girls' titties and dudes to suck girls' titties. And, you get what I'm saying? They getting off to this stuff. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. I've seen all types of stuff. Go eat her ass. I've seen a lot of stuff in my years. But I'm telling y'all, girls is freaky, man. Like they be getting off to this type of stuff. So she telling you to go and kiss that girl. From the picture, it looks like this girl, she's clearly a hoe, but she's also a, if you take her face away and you just go off her body, she's an attractive woman. So she probably like, all right, boom, go kiss this girl. I want to see that. But my thing is, you in a relationship, so he's right. He's being disrespected just off of the fact alone that everybody knows she's in a relationship and they're still daring her to do stuff like this. But anyways, let's continue. So yeah, she goes, I was dared to do it, so I did it. I wasn't about to cop out. Like, chill the fuck out. You tripping over some stupid shit. It was just a kiss. There's no such thing as just a kiss. At the end of the day, you in a relationship with that man. So unless y'all kissing her, you cheated. And he didn't kiss her. So you cheated. And this goes right back to what I talked about in the last video. You guys think if you get a girl who's bisexual, and please believe this girl is bisexual. Because again, no one's just going to dare you to kiss a girl. If you are a straight traditional women don't kiss girls. The only ones who kiss girls are bisexual women and freaked out women who are often usually bisexual. So hoes and bisexual girls kiss girls. Traditional feminine women do not kiss girls. Right? Just like a traditional masculine man is not about to be out here kissing no boy. So if your girl's kissing a girl and then this is at her birthday party, her friends already know she get down like that. She might not have told you she get down like that, but her friends already know she get down like that. They also already know she's a hoe. That's why they dare her to do that even though you was there. So it's not even just her disrespecting you, her friends is disrespecting you. Because if they thought you was a good dude or you was really about that life or that you would cut her off or anything like that, they would have never said nothing like that. But they're not taking you serious either. So he's right. He's being disrespected. Either way, I wasn't about to cop out. Yeah, because you're a hoe. Like, chill. Yeah. Oh, right. I read that already. So anyways, man or woman, you're in a damn relationship. You know I'm a traditional man. I'm not with all that shit. You don't get to carry yourself like a hoe just because it's your birthday. And he's right. This is facts. This is 100% facts. Your birthday is not an excuse for you to all of a sudden be a hoe. Like, girls will say stuff like that. It's my birthday, so I'm going to be naked. Let me guess. It's your birthday, so you're going to pop your bare ass everywhere. Let me guess. It's your birthday, so you're going to show your titties. Let me guess. It's your birthday, so you can do whatever. But at the end of the day, if it's a man's birthday and he just get twerked on by another chick and it goes viral and she sees it, it's going to be Chance the Rapper. You're going to be getting a divorce. So it's crazy how chicks talk all this shit, but then when it's the dude on that side, it don't go the same way. But I digress. Let's keep going. She goes, get over it. I kissed her. I liked it too. So at this point, she proves his point. Because now she's blatantly disrespecting him. So she already disrespected him when she kissed the girl in front of him. But now she's blatantly disrespecting him. See, we about to get into the comments in 2 seconds, but you're going to see some thirsty, dumbass dudes who going to be in the comments talking about some, oh, man, you know what I mean? If that was me, if that was me, I would have been like, yo, I'm getting up in it. I would have been like, yo, I'm getting up in it. Right? And they would have been saying that. And the reason they would have been saying that is because they freaked out too. So they would have just been thinking, all right, cool, you kissed this girl. We're going to take her home. But the thing about it is at the end of the day, they dared your girl to kiss that girl. They didn't dare y'all to have a threesome. They didn't even dare y'all both to kiss. They dared your girl to kiss her. So I'm saying that to say y'all was never all going home together. Y'all was never all going home together. If anything, she was going to smash that girl. You wasn't about to get no parts. You wasn't even in the equation. You sitting right there. You know what I'm saying? So you guys got to understand. This is how it happens. So he's like, oh, you disrespected me now. The true side comes out. She flat out disrespected him. She told him, oh, get over it. I kissed her. I liked it too. All right, so then you're good. That should be it. So he goes, she could bring you home too. You acting single, so I'm going to let you be. Go be a single hoe. And he's right. So it's like, get home how you get home. You with your friends. I'm sure you'll get home, but I'm done. You're not going to violate me like that. Now, let's read the comments. I want to read the comments really quick before we get out of here because I want you guys to see more validation of what I was talking about. So let's just get into the comments real quick. Now, we're not going to go through every comment here. We're just going to go through a few. But it's going to prove my point about a lot of what I was saying. So you see the first comment says, this is a freaked out chick right here. And she goes, me and my husband going to sit this one out because we would have taken her home. Now, here's the thing. Again, if that's your dynamic as a couple, then that's fine. Listen, I'm not here to judge. But at the end of the day, this man's a traditional man. That's never been his stilo. Right? It's like I said before, if you have a traditional feminine woman and that's not her stilo, then you can't, like, you know what I mean? You can't be mad. You can't disrespect it by just doing it anyway. Now, let's look at this woman too really quick. Like, this woman, like, look at her and her husband. Like, look at her. Like, come on, son. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, you're not, who's going home with you? So, I mean, you could take that for what you want to take that for, but I wouldn't even want to see the type of women that her monkey ass was having a threesome with. But I digress. Let's move on. So here we have Alicia. She goes, I agree with him. If you know he's a traditional man, then you need to respect that. Simple. Again, there's going to be a lot of dudes. Oh, I would be happy. Oh, I would be happy. Why would you be happy that your girl is a whore? Again, if y'all came in on that type of time and this is something that y'all talked about, that's different. But this man said he's a traditional man. He's not with it. And she already knew that. So for her to do that, yeah, that's a violation. Like, that's a violation at the end of the day. You know? Anyways, let's see what Jacob has to say. He says, this behavior should not be supported. Respect your partner as they respect you. If he doesn't want a girl that's a free spirit, as y'all like to call it, then he doesn't have to be with one. That's a fact. Only reason you're posting this is because you know you're wrong and it'll bring some engagement. Act right. He's 100% right. Like, if you want a free spirit is just a hoe. Let's just call a spade a spade. If a woman says she's a free spirit, she's telling you she's a hoe. Again, that's fine. Like, we love hoes. We don't hate hoes over here. But you don't get to change up in the middle of a relationship and be a hoe. And at the end of the day, you know, you either come in as a hoe or you don't. And if a man wanted a hoe, he would say that. But if he says he's a traditional man and you know you're not a traditional woman, you should have left that man alone. Let's see what Bobby's saying. She said, I agree with him 100%. I bet if he was there to kiss another man and did it, she would be mad too. Well, she would. She'd be pissed off. She'd be going off. Now, people are going to try to say that's different, but it's really not. Because at the end of the day, she's going to be mad because he's gay. And women don't find two men attractive most of the time, right? Two men being together, women don't view that as sexy. There's a lot of dudes who do view two women being together as sexy, but what women don't understand is they view it that way because they think they're going to get the threesome. And I'll just be around and tell the dudes half the time that that's not what's going to happen. That's not going to be the reality. Let's see what Cammy said. If most dudes knew that they was just going to watch two girls make out or two girls have sex and they weren't going to be able to get in between, they wouldn't find it attractive. That's just the reality. But anyway, let's see what Cammy has to say. So Cammy says, see, the thing really is, if your partner isn't cool with all that, you shouldn't do it out of respect for them. But if you're unsure, ask. I know some men that like and are okay with things like that, but that's why y'all get. She's saying too much. So at the end of the day, she agrees that he shouldn't have did it. Angelique says, respect, I'm with him on this one. Playing a game or not, she should have said nope or just got his consent. Kanaya goes, if he was there to kiss another man and he did it, then it would have been the same thing or worse. Y'all people really be having double standards, and this is a fact. And this is one of the reasons why I tell you guys all the time, women are smarter than men. I openly say it. The average man's an idiot and the average woman is smarter than him. Because women got men in the chokehold that y'all dumb enough to, like, women are working now, y'all still want to pay all the bills. Why do you want to pay all the bills if the woman's working? She fought for the right to work so she didn't have to be under your thumb, and now you want to come and pay all her bills. No. Women today, they got jobs and they have debt. You pay your own debt. I'm not paying your debt. I'm only taking care of a woman who has made the decision from a young age she wanted to be a housewife. As a result, she didn't go to college and get a bunch of debt. She didn't go out and buy Benzes and BMWs and shit. But if you made the decision to do that, you're going to carry your own weight. I'm not paying that off. You crazy. So at the end of the day, feminism frees you from being a provider, but these women still have y'all convinced to provide. These women got y'all believing that if they kiss another girl or they bang another girl, it's okay. You know what I mean? But it's only okay for them, and they're not even letting you partake. Now, again, like I said, if they're letting you partake, that's a different conversation. But women out here literally acting like they can just go kiss girls, go, rub clitorises together and whatever they want to do, and you don't even have to be a part of it, and it should still be cool because they're a girl. Women have convinced y'all they can hit y'all can't hit them back. They got y'all in a chokehold. Like, they done convinced y'all it's their baby, not your baby, even though at the end of the day, the womb is just soil and it can't fertilize anything without a seed, and the seed of life is in a man. But they got y'all in a chokehold with the double standards. It's wild. That's not controlling. That's a boundary. This is what Aiden said. People usually don't like their partner kissing someone else. I don't know what the Lulu world you live in. Obviously, you're crossing the line if he isn't comfortable with it. This is a fact. Let's see what Alexis is saying. She's saying, I'm going to say it real loud and clear for the ones in the back. If you kiss somebody else when you're in a relationship, it's cheating, regardless. Facts. It doesn't matter if it's the same gender or not. It's still cheating. This is a fact. Nah, my man would say, let's bring her home. It's crazy to me that all the women who are not attractive keep saying this. Look at her and her man. First of all, her man looks like a cuck, but just look at her. Who wants to sleep with you? You out here looking like Jigglypuff. You out here looking like Clefairy. Like, come on, man, stop it. Y'all some clowns. You notice none of the attractive women are saying this. Now, this is not because the attractive women don't be out here having threesomes or getting freaked off with other girls, but just the attractive women who want a man are smart enough to keep their mouth shut. You know? Like, it's just funny to me that all the women are here like, oh, me and my man would say, let's bring her home. Like, this is a fantasy for y'all because you're too fat and ugly. Nobody's eating your cat. But anyway, so if your friend dared you to jump off a bridge or rob a bank, you doing it? You're easy. That man will find his women. She meant woman, but whatever the case may be. Look, here's a thirsty dude who's probably going to get an STD and probably never had a threesome before in his life, because if he did, he'd know you're more likely to have a threesome with a girl if you're not in a relationship with her. But I digress. He goes, bruh, tripping. I would have been like, God is good. Why would you be like, God is good to watch two women kiss and you're not in the action? You want to be a sideline watcher. A lot of dudes today are cucks. I repeat, a lot of dudes today are cucks. Why would you want to watch your girl make out with another girl and you're not a part of it? That don't even make sense. This shorty like, my husband probably be the one to dare it. Cuck. He's completely right. Not all men are for that. Girls playfully acting gay, especially if you're in a relationship with them. Anytime you post a picture with that hand on your hip, it's finna be some bullish. So at the end of the day, it's no more real reason to read any more of these comments. At the end of the day, this is exactly what I'm talking to you guys about. This is why I tell you to just stay away from bisexual women. She's bisexual. Her friends knew that she was bisexual. And so they gave her that dare and she did it and she left him out of it and basically told him to his face, he's a punk, he's a sucker. Because a woman who's bisexual is a hoe 9 out of 10 times. Not every time, but 9 out of 10. So what happens is hoes are disrespectful. They say stuff that'll make you want to knock them out. And then if you knock them out, now you got a case. And it ain't worth the case. So just stay away from them. Like I said in my last video, this is why this is the best dating relationship channel on YouTube, because I speak nothing but facts. Either way, y'all, I am Alex and I am out. Peace.